Come Have Coffee with Michelle is sponsored by BT Rise. It is time to come have coffee, and this is an interesting one. What if I told you one number could explain why you do everything you do? Not your personality, not your job, but your core motivation. It's called the Enneagram, and it's helping CEOs, teams, and yes, even me, take a deeper look at who we really are. So what happens when I found out my number? Well, let's just say it got real. Today it's Come Have Coffee with the Enneagram expert and CEO whisperer, Deni Tato. What's in a number? According to Deni Tato, a lot. The Enneagram test isn't about what you do, it's why you do it.
This is relative to your center of intelligence. How do people experience you in terms of thinking, head center, feeling, heart center, or action? I would say the Enneagram isn't who you are, it's who you had to be to survive.
So it's who the world sees.
It's who the world sees. It's who you kind of pretend to be. And it's your more superficial self, your egoic self. And the Enneagram is it's back to your true nature. What was really intended for me. If people could see really what they're capable of, and get past their personality, get past their identity, get past these things that make them feel like, I said that if they could do that, what leaders everybody could become, and if teams could actually work together because they understand somebody.
And that right there is why top CEOs are lining up from Cincinnati to boardrooms across the country to help make their teams strong. And for them, it's about leading better. How is that going with a CEO who tells everybody else what to do? And now you're sort of saying to that CEO, no, you need to tap into this because this is what's really at your core. How does that go over?
Wonderfully well, because what I'm telling them is that you tell everybody else to do, but what if that came from a really grounded place where you know yourself? Typically when they get this insight as to how different it is, and they get a 23-page report that they read, and initially saying, there's no way this is me. And then they read it again, and they're like, maybe it is me, and then they go give it to their partner, and they're like, oh, for gosh sake, of course, it sounds exactly like you.
Apparently, it's hard to hide. Your Enneagram type is determined at a very young age, and it doesn't change in your lifetime. The test brings it all out. Deni has built a very successful business tapping into that.
It's all been word of mouth. And it is, like I said, this is not tips and tricks.
Yeah.
This is getting to the real you.
Of course, I had to find out mine. Okay, deep breath, and I'm a 3, the achiever, which sounds great until it doesn't.
You're about efficiency and productivity.
Because what comes with that? A need to succeed, to perform, to be seen.
So that would mean that your focus is on goals, being successful, and earning attention for that success.
I like attention.
It's hugely important.
Maybe that's why I'm in television. I don't know.
Well, perhaps. That's what I'm going to say. You're going to take it all the way back to first grade. Longer, yeah. And you, competitive, you focus externally a lot to get your affirmation. So what you need other people. That's why accolades and driving the right car, I mean, all of those kind of things matter because you don't really know if you're good enough. So your long-term work is to not need all that external affirmation.
Her advice for me, stop doing and start being.
Stop working and start being. So 3s are like human doings instead of human beings, really.
Oh my God.
So there's a lot of action. There's a lot of action. Do this, do that, check this box. You're typically, 3 steps ahead of everybody else, right? And you're like frustrated. Well, I don't know why people take so long to figure this stuff out.
Deni's done it herself.
So that means I am uber optimistic, future planning, can very hard time tolerating the downside of life. My brain reframes things to be more positive than it is. So it looks like a lot of fun. you know what I mean, on the outside to be a 7. So I would say optimism is good, delusion not so much. And I was clearly delusional for about the first 40 years of my life.
And you're happier now that you know?
Oh my, it's life-changing.
So who should take the Enneagram test?
Anybody that wants more, that just wants more out of their life, that feels like there is more for them to give, and that the clock is ticking. And you know, there's a book called 6,000 Weeks. That's how many weeks we have if we live to be 80. I'm down to, I don't know, 500 weeks, maybe? Wow.
So find out who you are.
Let that sit. Let that sit.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. To have the life of your dreams.
And my big thanks to Deni Tato for insight, the honesty, and yes, the tough love. If you've ever wondered what's really driving you, this might be worth a look. Coming up next time, leader, philanthropist, and a champion for social justice. I'm having coffee next with J. Philip Holloman. See what he reveals about his journey. This is going to be another good one. You can catch all of my coffee chats just by going to that QR code right there at the bottom of your screen. Enjoy.